morning, Kentuckiana. It is 9 o'clock on your Saturday morning. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez. We are glad you're here. As always, Reed is on the road this morning. He's at a very special spot, the Henry County Harvest Showcase. Reed, you got some visitors with you. I can see them right there. Good morning.
I'll tell you what, Hey, good morning. We are on the road, and on the road in this case happens to be Henry County, getting ready to kick off the 25th annual, 25, celebrating a silver anniversary of the Harvest, great Harvest event here, and we are almost set to go. Let's go ahead and walk you through the weather right quick. You already know it's going to be hot today. Band director Chip Anderson says he agrees. Yep. Okay, you see the forecast there off of Max 1. We got the low 90s, low to mid 90s around the viewing area, but the big deal is heat index will be 100 or above, hence the heat advisory for the entire weekend. Heed the heat. Temperatures already pushing 80 degrees. Okay, Chip, you've got the band sounding good this morning.
Thank you.
Henry County Wildcats.
Yep.
Set to go. Are you set to
sir.
kick off this great event?
I sure hope so.
21st annual, it's all yours.
Yes, sir.
We're going to let the band pass in review, and our producer, Ashlyn, marched in the color guard down at Western Kentucky University, and they are going to play the Henry County Wildcats fight song. And they're marching down the Henry County fairgrounds on this hot morning with the Henry County fight song there. Henry County Band. We are set to go. If you've not heard of this event, everything that is here is either made or grown in Henry County. As I say, this is the 25th annual, and we're proud to have been here for all 25 years. We'll have more on this coming up. We'll dig into the weather a little bit deeper. Just know that the heat is up there where it's in the dangerous category. If you're going to be out, stay hydrated. We'll give you some heat advisory, heat tips that we all tend to forget from time to time. It's a great day. Come on out to Henry County here. It's a short drive either on 71 or 64, a free event, plenty of parking, and you will have a good day in the country. Plus, it'll be about 5 degrees cooler out here. Not a bad deal. Gabe, we'll let you bring us up to date on the news. I'll see you in 15 minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Reed. Moving on, Metro Police have made several arrests in connection with shootings across the metro. Some of those arrests including teens as young as 15 years old. Metro Police arrested a 15-year-old for the shooting death of a 17-year-old Moore High School senior on July 15th. Dunya Tehenya was found shot inside of a home on Poplar Level Court. Tehenya was taken to the hospital where he later died. A GoFundMe account started to help raise funds for his funeral. According to that GoFundMe, Tehenya was born in a refugee camp and came to the U.S. in 2016. The 15-year-old is charged with murder, tampering with physical evidence, and resisting arrest. And Metro Police have made 4 arrests in connection with a shooting that happened Thursday morning. Arrest citations say a man was feeding stray cats when a black SUV pulled up behind him and 2 people got out. The victim says he got inside of his car, began driving away when 2 people opened fire on him, hitting him in the arm. Court documents say 20-year-old Delquan Glass admitted he and a 17-year-old fired shots at the victim's car. Glass told police that a 16-year-old was driving that SUV and 18-year-old Amaya Thomas was in the passenger seat. Glass, Thomas, and those 2 teens have all been charged with assault. The arrests come as Police Chief Paul Humphrey ramps up his efforts to curb youth violence.
So we need to have real conversations about what we are doing to get to these kids before they ever end up having contact with the police or the criminal justice system. Before they end up in the hospital being a victim of a shooting, before they end up in a grave as a victim, or they put somebody else there.
That was Chief Humphrey speaking at the Bishop's Table conversation. The chief also apologized again for comments he made about murder victim Latasha White. The chief under pressure after he implied White's actions led to her murder. Humphrey revealing White was involved in a murder plot of her own before she was killed. The police chief has been meeting with community members over the past 2 days and asking them for support as LMPD works to curb violent crime. Well, in traffic news, the Blackiston Mill Bridge connecting Clark and Floyd counties in southern Indiana is back open. This comes after the 60-year-old bridge originally shut down in February due to a failure underneath the Blackiston Mill Dam. Now, just 3 weeks after receiving permits to remove the dam and make repairs to the bridge, 20,000 daily drivers can resume commuting between Floyd and Clark counties.
I thought there was a better chance than not that we would never reopen this. Because you never know what you're going to get into cost-wise. Thankfully, the damage was limited primarily to the approach over there.
The dam removal went $20,000 over its $200,000 budget. Half of that was covered by Floyd County, the other half by the River Heritage Conservancy nonprofit. Well, work is underway following a series of crashes involving semi-trucks on I65 south of the Kennedy Bridge. Those wrecks have all happened since Derby morning. Now, the state is adding a special new substance at the end of the bridge to help add traction. WHS 11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Emma Gefter spoke with local towing companies about that stretch of road.
A bird's eye view from our Sky 11 drone over work on I65 South off the Kennedy Bridge as it begins Friday night. This area to the Witherspoon Street overpass is closed for the weekend. The state of Kentucky is adding a special traction to the roadway, an epoxy right over the concrete. Morgan Woodrum of the Louisville, Kentucky Transportation Office talked with us by phone.
The installation of a high friction surface treatment will help to improve traction in wet conditions and will also extend the life of the concrete.
Because there's been a lot of semi-crashes in that exact same spot.
A well-known problem area for local towing companies. Paul Dillon with Mosby's Towing.
The road's it's real slippery, especially when it rains.
Since Derby weekend, one semi-crash after another on rainy days, 4 in nearly the same stretch, 2 of which have required the driver to be rescued. In one case, the semi collapsed over I-65 in a ball of flames. Accident reports from all 4 crashes show the road condition as wet and the weather as rainy.
Speed, the rain, the conditions of the roadway, and then also the sudden lane change.
Suburban Towing is contracted through the city to respond to crashes like the 4 since May. Kyle Goff believes this treatment will help, but says road signs are also causing drivers to make quick lane changes out of the lane headed to the Jefferson Street exit.
They do not know that that is actually a connector to 65 South as well.
We also asked about the effectiveness of the epoxy.
The high friction surface treatment has been used across the Commonwealth for more than a decade.
Part of this work also includes hospital curve, with the replacement of expansion joints to improve safety and stop the reoccurring of giant potholes like these right here. While towing companies are always ready to respond, they hope this treatment keeps the crashes from happening as often. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
And Suburban Towing did tell us that KYTC did do an epoxy treatment a while ago at Hospital Curve, and it did reduce the number of crashes.